Hi, I'm Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the game, Nekojima, the Island of Cats. Different game than the Isle of Cats. This is the Japanese word for the cat island, Nekojima. This is either a cooperative or a competitive game. I have only played it cooperatively at 3 players and 6 players. The object of the game is that we are using these electrical poles, which aren't actually electrified. They are wooden poles with strings between them, strings of different lengths, interestingly. So each color of pole, there are 3 different colors. The lengths of the strings are different. The poles are also different lengths. Here's the white one, so 3 different colors of poles. So on your turn, you are placing a pole so that the wires don't touch any other wire, and hoping the whole thing doesn't fall down. Sometimes you're also hanging cats from these wires because it is the cat island. And so you're trying to string together this big kind of platform, a growing platform, and try to last as long as possible. And there are a few elements here that that made me really enjoy the game, our first 2 plays of it. It's very low-key, casual, cooperative game, but with still some good moments of tension as you are trying to use dexterity to place these rods and choose the right rods to place on the table, and not just choose where to place them or choose which rod to place, but also choose where to place them. Sometimes the dice give you a choice as to where you have to place each end of these dowels. Do I place one in the, so if I have a choice, so a die might roll and say you need to place one in the blue, and then you get a choice of another one, or the player to your right might choose another one, or the dice just might say, okay, you need to place one end in the blue and another end in the green. That could happen. Here's my cat coming in talking about Nekojima here as well. My favorite mechanism in the game, they're kind of 2 different things here, but one is related to the fact that you are allowed to stack these dowels on top of one another. So when I place this electrical line, I'm not allowed to do this. I can't do that. But if there is an existing line somewhere on the board, I could place, for example, this one on top of that one. And then this one, maybe I can't place it in the same sector as this one. I can place it someplace else. So you're not only building out and kind of tucking these dowels and these wires under other dowels, but you're also building up, which feels really good. I like that option. That's a great decision space of building out or building up and deciding which dowels you want to build on top of. I really like that. It's a fun decision space in the game and a fun moment as people are stacking their dowels higher and higher. The tower becomes taller and taller. The other thing I like is that, it's an activity style dexterity game, especially in cooperative play. But I really like what the game designers did to make you give you a sense of progress, even if the tower collapses early on in the game. And that is that there isn't necessarily a win or lose condition. Rather, you're just trying to get as far as possible. There probably is an ultimate win condition where you fill up this entire mat here. But basically on your turn, you are drawing a cube and you are slotting it in. If you are able to successfully place the dowel, the electrical line that matches the color of that cube, you place that cube in this little slot here, which each of these holds 4 cubes. So that the ultimate victory is to place all of the dowels and so have all of the cubes fill up on this little chart here that says level 1 through 7. However, it also feels good. Like when we played our 3-player game, we lost in level 1. Our tower collapsed almost right away. And we were like, okay, well, obviously we're going to play again. And we were trying to beat that. We did better. We got to level 4 that game. And so there's a nice sense of progression. In fact, this happened in the 6-player game too. We lost almost right away. And then we had this nice sense of progression because the next time we played, we got all the way up to level 5. So I really like this, especially in this style of cooperative game, that it isn't a win or lose condition. It's how far did we get compared to how far we got last time. And that, I think, ends up with a really nice feeling rather than, a binary win or lose condition in a cooperative game. So I like that, at least in Nekojima. Not necessarily in every cooperative game, but I did like that in Nekojima. I'd love to hear your thoughts about that type of win condition in a game, which I also saw recently in the game Dwarf Romantic. And if you can think of other dexterity games where you're building something together with other players and you can either go wide or tall for a really nice display of electrical wires in Nekojima. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.